Well, hey there, folks, and thanks again for joining me here at Tesla Northwest and EVs. I have the latest version of FSD Beta 11.4.3, and we're going to take it for a drive. We're going to head out of Bellingham through downtown and then get on Interstate 5 at Lakeway, headed south. So join me. This will be, probably about a 12-15 minute video. I don't know what's going to happen because I'm making this intro before I film the video. So join me on the flip side as we try out the latest version of FSD in my 2022 Model Y Performance Amos. Thanks, and hit that like and subscribe. All right, hey there, folks. Thanks for joining me. We are headed out of here. So we are going to go through downtown Bellingham. FSD is engaged. And hop on Interstate 5 South, and we're going to be using the latest version of FSD Beta 11.4.3, and there's even an 11.4.4 coming out real soon, supposedly this weekend, so may not have a chance to test this version before the next one rolls out. Okay, very well done. I don't know why we're not going. We're waiting on a car. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, very, very well done. Okay, here we come to our next challenge. Left-hand turn. What a gorgeous day. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy this drive. Hopefully the car does awesome and we won't have any interventions or disengagements. That was a little weird. Creeped an awful lot, but that's okay. Alright, off we go. Just got done with the last of our lab days in class. So my students got their projects all finished up and are getting ready to have a review day tomorrow, and then we've got a nice weekend coming. I apologize if there's a little scratchy sound. I'm using my lapel mic. I've had one for a long time. I just get lazy and don't use it. But one of my oldest daughters, she yelled at me and said, "Dad, your sound needs to get better. Get a lapel mic." I said, "Well, I got one." I said, "Well, why aren't you using it then?" And that's a good question. I don't know. So we're using it now, and I hope the sound is much improved. All right, what do we got up here? Looks like we got a bus. We'll see how the car handles that. Good. Pinching the brakes early, but not too hard. Very nicely done. And when we get up here a little further, it should be interesting. Downtown Bellingham, especially this Lakeway on-ramp, can be a little interesting. We got lots of different lanes that we have to pick from, and so we'll see how Amos does making good decisions on our nav. Really excited. I don't know how many of you saw the latest pictures of the Cybertruck, but it's ready for production. Final design is all done. They had it out in camouflage, like it really helped. And then they took it through the in-and-out drive-through, which I guess is a tradition for Tesla. So picked up some in-and-out in their camouflage Cybertruck, and all of us reservation holders I know are getting excited. If you're a stockholder, I'm sure you're excited as well. The shares have just been on a tear lately, and I love it. Right, so we're not going to be getting there real fast, but we will get there, following the speed limits. Now we have a bit of construction going on ahead, and so they have the light set to blink, so it's a four-way stop. And we'll see how the car manages that. We'll see if I have to intervene. Again, an intervention for me would be a pedal tap or using my blinkers, something where I have to, ask the car to do something but not take it out of full self-driving. And a disengagement would be obviously if I turn full self-driving all the way off. So we're coming up here. We should come to our stop and go. Good. Awesome. It recognized what to do. I will say though, it is, I don't want to say annoying, but it is. It's annoying. Maybe not so much for me, but the other drivers when the car comes to that complete stop with no axle roll, or no tire roll, and then, you know, does a 1 second count. It just feels like forever, but it's not. I shouldn't be so impatient. Okay, we got a great right-hand turn here. Very bad visibility after we make our right, because then we'll have to make a left and cross railroad tracks, and it's not the greatest turn. Took that awful slow. Whoa, that was freaky. Okay, keep our hand on the wheel. As you can see, visibility is not great. We're creeping, and there's nothing coming from the right. Good job, car. Okay, wonderful. No intervention so far. Now we need to navigate up through here and get up to Lakeway, so this should be interesting. We'll also see how it does merging onto Interstate 5, and usually there's a fair amount of traffic in this general vicinity, so we should be able to see how the car behaves on the freeway some too. Now, if I was driving, I would probably blinker over into the left lane, but you know, it's okay. We'll let the car do its thing. Okay, nicely done. Now let's just hope that this doesn't screw us up here when we need to get back over. Okay, so far so good. Looks like we've got a left-hand turn coming up here in less than half a mile, and then we're going to have to do some lane changes, so we'll see how the car manages. Ugh, wow, it's bumpy as hell through here. Okay, nicely done. Now, if I was driving, I would probably be in the middle lane, because that's the lane I'm gonna have to work my way over. But we're gonna let the car decide and see what it does. I'm probably not gonna make it, but we'll see. I was skeptical the last time I did this and it made it, so. Remember 11.4.3, waiting for 11.4.4. This is just essentially a bug patch is how I understand it. So there are improvements, but not any improvements so earth-shattering that they added them into the release notes, at least as far as I can see. The car's going awful slow through here. I don't know why it's being so timid. Got in the wrong lane. Okay, now it's in this lane. Now we need to get all the way over, and it's not going to be able to do it. So I had to take over. Come on, dude. I had to take over there. The car wasn't going to make it. So there you go. We had one disengagement because of navigation, lane changing. That's unfortunate. I probably could have just let it roll, and then it would have taken me like down to maybe Sunset to get on I-5 or make a big loop. And I didn't want to bother with that. So we got a pedestrian. He's waving us by. Good. The car accepted his wave by. All right. Now we've got the real test. Not the real test, but we're going to hop on I-5. We'll see how we do merging. We've had one disengagement and an intervention. I gave it a little gas before I disengaged. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoy this. Try and do some decent narration as we go through here. Hopefully the commentary's good. Hopefully I don't piss anybody off behind me as we hop on the freeway. And we'll let the camera run for a little bit as we head down I-5. It is an aggravating interstate, but we'll let you see. And I just appreciate you joining me again. Thanks so much. I don't know how many of you are movie buffs, but man, I absolutely love them. I've been getting into the older movies a lot lately, and I watched Captain Blood not too long ago with Errol Flynn. What an awesome pirate movie. If you haven't seen it, it's black and white from I think like 1934 or 1938, but it is just a great movie. Really, anything Errol Flynn is in is a great movie. All right, very short on-ramp. We come up, we've got to merge. We got this guy in a Honda. Like, what are doing? Jesus, these fucking people. Excuse my language, folks. Golly, that was there was a lady who would refuse to get over for me in the right and let me merge, and I was going to run out of lane. So there was a disengagement, but I don't know if that was necessarily the car's fault. It was the damn traffic. God. All right. Well, let's see how we do rolling down I-5 a little bit further, and then hopefully we won't have as much. I just never understand what's going on with people. The car's doing a good job maintaining a nice distance and speed through here. I would like it if people would move. There's no reason to be camped in this left-hand lane, but, you know, I guess I am too. Oh, wasn't that nice of them? Maybe they heard me talking about it. Man, that was not great. So anyway, as you can see, nothing too exciting here, just stupid traffic. People camped out in the left lane, so we're gonna shut our system off and head on down the freeway, and we will be back in touch. Maybe I'll bring you a little bit of video of Highway 20 and Anacortes. So again, kind of a wacky drive so far. Thanks, folks. Catch you on the flip side. Well, welcome back, folks. We are just getting off I-5. I didn't hit the camera record button fast enough, and we are going to be getting on Highway 20. What a aggravating drive. It absolutely just, I know you folks don't want to hear about it, but just everybody likes to live in the left-hand lane and go slow. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. So here we are. We're going to hop on Highway 20. And we're going to see how things go. Freeway driving, I never have any problems. Autopilot, full self-driving, it's always worked really well. And so I just, again, assume you guys don't want to see those boring parts and try and bring you the little bit more exciting things, like going through downtown Bellingham and hopping on I-5, or hopping off. Unfortunately, I missed that. But we should get a left-hand turn here in a moment, and then we'll give you a little footage heading down Highway 20, and then maybe we'll let you join us again when we get into Anacortes. So here we go. Good. Blinkers are always a good thing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The car's being very cautious. Good. Okay, that was a nice turn. Now we'll juice our speed here. There we go. It's going to change to 55 right up here, folks, so I just like to give it a little goose now. And there we go. Okay. All right, so we are rolling. I will get over here in the right-hand lane if I need to. And hopefully there's not a lot of traffic on Highway 20, so this is the state route that you would take to go to the San Juan Islands or head to Anacortes, Oak Harbor, Naval Air Station Woodby, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to intervene, folks, as a lane change so that we can get in our proper lane. And that's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, other people aren't quite as courteous, as you can see. We'll see if we can get up past this Toyota, and then we'll get back in the left lane. Oh, passing on the right, isn't it wonderful? Golly, people, come on. Now, let's see, the car should hopefully get us over. I'm gonna give it the opportunity to signal and get over. Nope, so I'm gonna do it for it. Don't know why it waited, but I don't want to lose my spot here. Oh, God. Hey, we've got a Tesla bro in front of us. All right. A lot of lights on this route. So we're coming up to a garbage truck. Let's see if we scooch. And maybe we'll follow our Tesla bro here for a little bit, or Tesla bud. Doesn't have to be a man driving. And maybe they're on autopilot or full self-driving. We'll wait and see. Okay, good. Yeah, very nice stop. Like, not even a jerk there at all. So this has been kind of a weird trip, right? I had to take over for us to get in the proper lane to get onto Lakeway. And then when we were merging onto I-5, I had to take over because the car wasn't necessarily being as aggressive as I would have liked it to be, because we needed to be. And there was somebody on the left of us, some gal, who just wouldn't let us in. So I had to make some moves. And then finally, we hopped onto Highway 20 here, and we're just cruising along. Cruising along nice and slow. Very light on the pedal. I would be accelerating much more, but then that's me. So I guess that's probably good. Let me know how the sound is on this video. Again, I'm using a lapel mic, so hopefully that's made some improvements. And then this is just the kind of stuff that we deal with. So I know the speed limit's 55 and we're going 2 over, because remember, my speedometer is off by a couple miles an hour, but like, this is just, it's inexcusable. We shouldn't be camping in these lanes. Yeah, come on in, Tesla guy. I know you were trying to be polite, me too. All right, so we're gonna kill the video here. This isn't all that exciting. You're not seeing much. Ooh, staters, we gotta be watching out for them. It's not shooting radar though, because my detector can go off. So we'll bring you some more footage as we get closer to Anacortes. Something a little more exciting than just this highway driving. All right, folks, thanks. We are just getting ready to head into Anacortes. So we are gonna come up here past the Welcome to Anacortes sign, and then proceed into town. We're gonna take a little different way. We're gonna go through the roundabout, and then we're gonna go have to make some turns. So it should be kind of an interesting little route. It's kind of the back way to my house. Instead of going through town, we'll go above town. Thanks again for popping in. A little bit longer video this time. Method behind that madness. Just wanted to bring you a little bit of flavor of everything with this latest update, because I don't know how long I'll have it for. So 11.4.3, we've got 11.4.4 coming real soon. So hopefully we get a nice little mix. Interesting drive. We've seen some curious behavior that the car has done. It forgot to get in the right lane when we were trying to merge. It did a weird little dive when we were coming in out of town too. So that was something I want to pay attention to. It didn't hurt anything, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit. So anyway, very, very interesting. I'm not going to say that this is a perfect build, because you can see that there was some issues, and it's got to be able to deal with everything that comes up. And maybe I shouldn't have taken over when I did, but I didn't know what was going to happen on I-5 there. So anyway, we're just going to have to play it by ear, and hopefully they just keep improving. It is getting better and better. I mean, what it does is very, very smooth, and typically it's been edge cases, right? Weird things that have gotten it. Although I should take that back a little bit. The Lakeway lane merge, that wasn't weird. That was just knowing correct lane placement, which has always been a complaint about full self-driving. So anyway, rolling up through this really slow, probably because of this minivan. But coming into this roundabout, really nice. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, because it was watching out for that car. So that guy pulled out in front of me, so the car got a little bit timid. I did not intervene. I rested my foot on the pedal, but I did not do any more, because I was just trying to figure out what the car was thinking. All right, we're gonna roll up here. We've got a always stop, and we've got to make a right. And then there's a weird, very sharp corner that the car sometimes, or has in the past, thought was something needed to stop for, like a turn, and it's not. It's just a very sharp corner. So we'll see what it does with that too. Limiting max speed for road type. Okay, very nice. Good. And just for a moment there, it changed it back. Now we're at 30. So we come to our stop here. Okay. Nice. Now let's see if it goes around this corner or if it stops and stutters like it has in the past. I'll forgive it the blinker. It's trying to figure out what these people are doing. There's no reason for it to stop there. It says creeping forward for visibility, but it did not need to do that. So that's a little strange. Okay, now we're going to make a right-hand turn, and then we're going to go through a school zone. So let's see how it manages a school zone. I don't know if the school zone's being enforced right now, but we'll find out. Yep, we're on a speed limit 20, because it knows that there's a school up here. And the school zone is in effect. So very nicely done. It set my speed down low before we even got to the school zone. So I'm pretty impressed with that. And we're going to roll through here nice and slow. See if we got any pedestrians or anything cool to look at. Great visualization of our occupancy network. Noticing things are looking a lot sharper in those graphics. There's where my wife works. Hi, honey. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, good. No hesitation for the crosswalk. Didn't need to because nobody's crossing. And let's see if we get a speed adjustment up here as the school zone ends. So we've got the sign. Don't think it'll recognize it, but nope. Okay, so we're going to juice our speed. And all right, we're going to come up here. We're behind this slow-ass Volkswagen. And we'll go straight through this four-way stop. There's a visibility issue with this hill, so we'll see if the car slows down in regards to visibility, and then we need to make a left-hand turn, unprotected left, and then we'll probably call this good. It's probably about a half-an-hour video by now, so. And we might be stuck behind our slow buddy here, which, you know, okay, I guess that's all right. Okay, the car's waiting for them to clear the intersection before it goes. Really slow takeoff. Really slow, but I guess it's okay. Okay, here we come. This hill, you can't see over the top of it, so we'll see if the car slows down a little bit for the crest. Although we may not have to just because these people in the Volkswagen are going so slow. Oh my God. One of the downfalls, folks, of living in a community with a lot of retired people. I mean, I love them, but it can be frustrating to try and get around because everybody wants to go slow. God. All right, here we come. We're going to get there eventually. Coming up to our stop sign. Let's pray that our folks here in the Volkswagen make a right, because we're going to make a left. And I'm afraid we might be sitting here forever if they're going to make a left. Good use of a blinker. They don't seem to care about using blinkers. Wonderful, wonderful, good job. All right, bad visibility. We're going to have to creep forward. If I had traffic behind me, they would probably be a little annoyed. But the car did that really well. It creeped out, but never really stopped. So it just kind of kept going. Yeah, that was nicely done. I'll take it. Okay. Again, a little slow on the acceleration. I always keep it in assertive, but I've got a heavy foot, so we won't be too critical about it there. Most people probably don't slam the accelerator like I do. All right, now we've just got a beautiful drive heading to the old homestead here. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll let you, wow, immediately slowed down. Really well done. I'll let you hang out with me until we get up here to my turn. I'm going to be making a right-hand turn, and then we'll call this video good, I think. Although I might bring you a water shot, because I do live in a beautiful spot, so don't be surprised if this isn't the end, because I usually end my videos 2 or 3 times. Our turn's right up here in about a mile. Beautiful day. What do we got for temperature? Yeah, 67 here, so that's just great. That's the kind of temperatures I like. High 60s, mid 70s is about perfect for a guy like me. Yeah, and this is just easy peasy bread and butter for our Amos in our FSD Beta 11.4.3. So really happy with the performance, except for a couple of the weird things that happened. And you know what? That's why we pay attention. It's a beta drive, and so you just never know what might pop up. Camaro. All right, we got our turn coming up here in just a minute. Can't wait to get home, take the shoes off, do a few house chores, edit this video, and hopefully I get it thrown up either tonight, it's Thursday afternoon right now, or Friday morning. All right, so here we come to our turn. Notice we've got a lot of room, so hopefully we don't slow down overly much. We should be putting our blinker on. Blinker, car, blinker, car, blinker, car. Way late on the blinker. As much as we were slowing down, it should have turned its blinker on earlier, in my opinion. All right, now let's see if we've got some road work. And we're gonna lower our speed as we approach, just in case we do have road construction. And it looks like, yep, nope, not today, no flagger. So, all right, folks, thanks again for joining me. We'll head up closer to my home, and then we'll bring you the final leg of this trip. Well, you know what? We only got a couple miles, so why don't we just hang out for the whole thing? I don't care. You're the one watching. If you don't want to watch, you can always fast forward. Ooh, Tesla. Man, I've seen a ton of them. I had another Tesla owner join me at the college, so we've got another one there, and then our automotive program at the Bellingham Technical College actually got a grant, and they were able to buy their own Tesla. So we have a Tesla Model 3 long range at Bellingham Tech College for the automotive program. So I think that's really cool. And hopefully we can get some other EV manufacturers too, like a Ioniq 6 or a Ioniq 5 or an EV6. So just a variety of things for our automotive folks to be practicing on. I just love it. All right, we got a great 3-day weekend coming up, Juneteenth. So be sure to celebrate that. That was historically when the last African-American or black slaves in Texas, I do believe, found out that they had been freed. So that's why we celebrate Juneteenth. And again, the car's doing a really good job reacting to speed changes. Like it slows down immediately now, which was a big complaint before. So I really like that. Coming through here, we've got some shadows, no issue. I really just wish it was just a little bit better at lane selection and merging. That is like my two biggest complaints. So, all right, we got a nice sharp corner and then another one right at the bottom. We'll see if we use our blinkers. So far, so good. Nice speed through this corner. Good use of the brakes. And no blinkers, that's nice. Now down here, let's see if it uses its blinker. Nicely done. And it didn't use its blinkers. Wonderful. All right, so we'll come up here, we'll crest this hill. You should get a nice little shot of some of our views, and then we'll be pulling into my road and call it good. Again, I can't tell you all how much I appreciate everybody who views these, whether it's a dozen or 12,000. I just appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know what I can do to make things better. And I'm always open to routes, suggestions, and other things you all would like to see. So here we hit our four-way stop. Beautifully done. Love this rendering. And then we make our turn. All right, so we successfully made it. We had a couple interventions and we had a couple disengagements. Those were early in the drive. The car handled everything else quite well. So thanks again. Have a wonderful weekend, and be sure to hit that subscribe because we're going to be heading over to California, Texas, the Grand Canyon. We're going to be making a huge road trip that's going to last about 3 weeks here in July. So if you want to catch a lot of that cool stuff, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side at Tesla Northwest and EV.